being last, but okay.
Say the best for last.
You're not last. You're not last.
Well.
The scripture says the first should be last.
I like going first so everybody can go after me and I don't have to worry about who sounds so good. Before I start, the first thing is me who does not know how to text still. I text Reverend Willard my favorite scripture and I texted it wrong. So instead of it being Romans 11, it was Romans 12, 9 and 13. It was about love, but I don't know what I was doing last night. But I don't pay attention sometimes. Okay. Everybody said a lot of things that I was going to say, so I'm just going to...
You still say it. It's confirmation. That's confirmation.
This was one of the hardest platform services I did, actually. Just because I was trying to figure out what to say about New Year's resolution. Usually when we have a platform service, I got it. I got a theme. I got it. I'm going. But this time I was like, New Year's resolution. What? I don't really make them. I just... I make like a goal. I say, this is what I want to do. If it doesn't happen, I was like, well, something happens, it didn't happen. But two things that I did say this year I really wanted to do, and I think I mentioned one before, is I wanted to be a blessing to someone else. Every time, like on my way to work or something, I see like homeless people and things, and I always sit there and go, why can't I help? Like I walk past and I go, I feel bad because I can't help them. So I said this year I have to find a way to help other people. I need to find a way to get involved in some kind of community service. And as you go through the Bible, it always tells you, help your brother. And some scriptures that I pulled out for it was from James 2:14 and 17, where it says, what good is it, my brothers, if someone says he has faith but does not have works? Can that faith save him? If a brother or sister is poorly clothed and lacking in daily food, and one of you says to them, go in peace, be warmed and filled, without giving them the things needed for the body, what good is that? So also faith by itself, it does not have works. If it does not have works, is dead. And I feel if I'm going to tell people I'm a Christian, I need to I need to help other people. I can't just say to them, oh, just pray on it. You hear people, you have a problem, and they say, oh, pray on it. But if you don't really have that faith, what does that mean to you? What does that mean? Pray on it. So I want to be a blessing to someone. I want to be... I don't know what I can do, but I know that before the end of this year, I'm going to find something that I could be a blessing to them. Amen. Now, one thing I think about is, people, I'll see a homeless person, and sometimes if I have food or something, I'll just pass it on. Or I might give them like $1 or $5 or something, and they go, oh, you shouldn't give it to them. You don't know what they're going to do. It's not our point to ask them what they're going to do.
Amen to that.
Does not tell us, well, before you help, you ask them what they're going to do. It just tells us to help other people.
That's right.
I can't make that judgment for anyone because I don't walk in their shoes.
Come on now.
So I can't sit there and say, well, I know what she's going to do. I don't even know what she's going to do. And sometimes we as Christians, we look at people and we see the circumstances they're in and we start talking. The lip gab starts going, oh, well, she does this and you know that. Right. And sometimes it doesn't even have to be that. You don't know that situation. You might fall into that situation. You don't want someone standing there talking to you about that. Sometimes you have to step back and think about that. Because I see people out there, even people that I know, and I go, oh, they used to do things, but I don't know what they do now. So I can't judge them. And I don't want them to judge me.
That's right.
So that is one of my resolutions. I'm not making assumptions about anybody. I don't care. If I can't help them, I'm not saying anything.
That's right.
If I see a problem with someone and I know that maybe I can offer them some kind of guidance, then I'll go and talk to them. But if I don't have anything to offer them, I'm not jumping into their situation. And also in the Bible, it tells us, when someone is weak, we're not to step on them. So worst thing someone can do is when you're down, if somebody else just keep kicking and kicking and kicking. That, you know, that's what the world does. Somebody, you know, you have a drug addict over there, everybody just kicking them away. They might actually just need one person to reach out their hand and say, you know, Romans 15:1, it says, we who are strong have the obligation to bear with the failings of the weak and not to please ourselves. So that is something that I said for myself personally, I'm going to work on it. Because just like all of us, sometimes you look at people and you come up with a judgment. And now I consciously make sure if there's some kind of bad thought coming in my mind, nope, stop that. You know, can you help them? If you can't help them, mind your business. So, my other resolution that I make is I started physically becoming healthy last year. I started losing weight. I started watching what I ate. You know, sometimes I fall back, but then I just pick myself back up and keep going. But I also need to become mentally healthy. When you become mentally healthy, you're kicking out those people out of your life who just means you just drains all the happiness out of you. And I know that we all have people, no matter what you say, they just got a problem. They just, everything, life is just, you're around them and you just get tired. And I said this year, they're not going to drain any of my joy out of me. So, no, I have family members who I love them dearly. But I can't. I just can't anymore. I can't anymore. I said I was going to physically continue to stay healthy, and I was going to mentally continue to stay healthy. I have a peace within me, and I'm not going to let anybody take that peace away from me. No more of that. I have family members that they call me. They only call me when there's a problem. So they call me and they tell me all these woes, and then they get mad at me because I go, well, what are you doing about it? So they get mad at me. Just like one of my favorite songs is Kirk Franklin, I Want to Be Happy. Because in his song, he says, you know, if you want to be happy, you can't keep on doing the things that you used to do. How can you be happy? You know? He's basically saying you just want to have that pain.
Yeah, you want it.
You want it. Because if you don't want it, you just get away from it.
Come on now.
You know? I didn't mean to go on camera.
It was necessary.
That's my problem. I can't stay on task.
That's all right.
But, you know, like I said, I'm going to pull out scripture. Now, when I have a trainer, and my trainer's always yelling at me because sometimes I gain weight that I'm not supposed to. You know, he gets all mad. I'm like, okay.
So, because you ate those brownies.
Or we're exercising and I don't want to do something. I'm really difficult. Right, I will say. But I said this year, I told him, I'm going to have self-control. Okay. And I looked through the Bible and I was looking for things that tells me I need some self-control. If I see that cake that my daughter might make, I'm not going to eat a piece, even though I really want it. And in Proverbs 25:28, it says, a man without self-control is like a city broken into and left without walls.
Come on now.
And sometimes when
no structure.
You lose, yeah, exactly. You like when I'm trying to lose more weight, I'm trying to stay healthy, and I have no self-control sometimes. I just start eating. Sometimes I'm sitting around the house and just eating. I'm not hungry. I'm just eating because it's there. So I'm like, Lord, please give me the self-control to do what I have to do. I'm doing this for myself. I'm not doing this for anybody else.
That's right.
So do what you have to do. And then as I was going through the scriptures and I'm reading, like in Romans 12:1 and 2, it says, I appeal to you, therefore, brothers, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God, which is your spiritual worship. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God and what is good and acceptable and perfect. And as I'm reading it, I'm thinking, if I'm putting all this stuff in my body that shouldn't be there, am I making my body a living sacrifice? I'm destroying my body. If I have God in me, if I need to do God's work, I need to stay healthy. And one way to stay healthy, stop putting all these things in my body, stop letting people put stuff in my mind. I need to stay healthy all the way around so that I could be a living sacrifice for my God.
That's right.
So this is like my scripture right now that I'm like, I'm walking, I'm singing I want to be happy, and I'm thinking about this scripture. And I also found 1 Corinthians 9:24-27. It says, do you not know that in a race all the runners run, but only one receives the prize? So run that you may obtain it. Every athlete exercises self-control in all things. They do it to receive a perishable wreath, but we are imperishable. So I do not run aimlessly. I do not box as one beating the air, but I discipline my body and I keep it under control, lest after preaching to others, I myself should be disqualified. So basically what I'm saying is if I'm trying to help someone, if I'm trying to be an example and say, oh, I want to be healthy, I need to do the right thing too. I can't tell somebody else if I'm not even practicing it myself. So those two things that I know I'm going to do this year, and I'm going to continue to do it as the years go by, is I am going to help others, and I am going to remain healthy physically and mentally everywhere I go. And I just want to close it with my scripture that I read wrong, that I wrote wrong. Romans 12:9-13. Love must be sincere. Hate what is evil. Cling to what is good. Be devoted to one another in brotherly love. Honor one another above yourselves. Never be lacking in zeal, but keep your spiritual fervor, serving the Lord. Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer. Share with God's people who are in need, and practice hospitality.
Amen. Okay.